Hello and welcome to Improvisation episode 4. My name is Ali and I'm guiding you through this video. Before we get started, I just want to make you aware that I have a YouTube channel and you can like and subscribe any of these videos, and any comments would be really appreciated about how you find the delivery of the videos, whether you think they're informative, whether you think they're clear, whether there's anything you would prefer to see or not see. So your feedback is very much appreciated as this is a reasonably new venture for me. New videos are coming monthly as well, so that's another good reason to subscribe. So today we are looking at a musical mode called the Lydian mode. I recorded this piece late last year. It's called Illustrious Lydian, and it sounds like there's about 1 million violas in it, but it's actually just me recording over myself. LOL! So in terms of the stuff we're focusing on the 3 S's, at least the 3 S's that I decided, which is syncopations, sequences, and staccato. So firstly, syncopation. What on earth is a syncopation? You've probably heard of it, but you're not sure exactly what it means. Basically, it just means shifting of a normal accent, usually by stressing the normally unaccented beats. So we can just start with a very simple exercise, clapping on beats 2 and beats 4. I'm going to clap extremely quietly because otherwise my microphone's going to go crazy. That's another reason why, by the way, it's just taken so long to get the video out. It's because I've got all this new tech. Anyway, we're clapping on beats 2 and beats 4. Here we go. Just feeling the rhythm. Easy, right? Okay, simple. You've just done your first syncopation. Congratulations! Okay, so you probably found that one pretty easy, so let's try something a little bit more complicated. We're going to try each of these rhythms 4 times. Just join in as soon as you can, but just clapping. No violas at the moment, or instruments. Okay, so here we go. Feeling the rhythm. 3rd time. Last time. Nice. Awesome, good job. Right, that's pretty simple. Let's move on to a different one. Again, these are all syncopations. And actually, it's probably worth mentioning that we're doing a 4-bar sequence with these things. So we're kind of getting that 4th-bar sequence and then just repeating it. So here's the second one. Here we go. Second time. Third time. Funky. Oops. Nice. Okay, and finally we have a slightly more complicated one here. This one's even more syncopated, and you can see that there's a semi-wave rhythm at the very end of the 4-bar sequence. So keep it nice and chilled. Try and just bounce off them beats. Okay, we're still clapping. Here we go. One, 2, 3, and. Funky. Oops. Last time. Okay, nice job. So, today we are using a key called E-flat Lydian. If you want to find out more about the Lydian mode, I'm going to put a link to a really informative video by a guy called Dave Conservatoire in the video, and also it'll be in the YouTube link description thing. If you want to find out more about modes in general, that's a really good place to go. But for all of you guys who know what E flat major is, all we're doing is changing the scale rather than going E flat, F, G, A flat, B, C, D, E flat. We are changing the A flat to an A natural, so it's raised by a semitone. If you don't know the scale of E flat major, don't worry at all. You can actually use all of your open strings on viola and cello. So the notes, for anyone who's not playing a viola or cello, the notes C, G, D and A natural are definitely going to be really, really good notes to play all of these sequences in this video, so it's all good if you don't know E flat major. I'm probably going to say this about every single mode, but I actually think the Lydian mode is the best. It's got this raised 4th degree of the scale, and it just means it has this super awesome brightness about it, so I'm really looking forward to working with this mode with you guys. Okay, so I want you to now combine the rhythmic sequences that we were just clapping before with some playing. You can use any of the notes that you see on the screen. The main focus actually is to get the rhythm right in this, and I want you to just sort of focus in on the rhythm. You can pick any notes and keep your note changes to a minimum for now. The notes E flat and G mostly work pretty much throughout the entire piece, so you could just stick on E flat and G and just alternate between them two, or just one of them. It's absolutely fine. So I'm going to give you this 2 minutes to just work through these different rhythmic things. You're going to see them on the screen. Try and keep to them, but if you want to go off piste, that's obviously fine. Remember, this is an improvisation video. But as I said, try and keep your notes to a minimum and focus in on them rhythmic sequences. Nice job. Okay, so you might have noticed that it's probably a little bit easier to hear some of these sequences and syncopations when you play them a bit shorter. Okay, the posh word for this is a staccato, which means to play each note sharply detached or separated from the others. For the string players out there, a good way to play staccato is if you make sure that when you are bowing with your right hand, you need to use a lot of the finger strength rather than like doing big motions with the arm. It's really good to use the fingers. Not too much bow, because of course the notes are going to be pretty short. I would recommend playing near the heel actually as well. Sort of like this. let me just slow it down a little bit, because something really special is happening here. We're storing up the energy in the string before we release it. So my bow is on the string, and then a release. It's almost like I'm pressing, I'm getting ready to go, and then I go. And then that's happening a little bit faster. Near the heel, lots of fingers, not too much bow, store up that energy. So let's try a couple of those sequences again, this time focusing on staccato, making sure that your notes are really, really punchy and crisp. I promise it will make the rhythmic sequences even more exciting and even more punchy and hopefully even more in time, or rather out of time. Good job! Right, so now it's over to you to make your own rhythmic sequences. You're going to need a pen and paper, and if you have manuscript paper, that's going to be even more useful, but definitely not essential. And I want you to create your own 1, 2, 4, or 8 bar sequences. Is that 8? Can I count? I don't even know. And, well, you can use a combination of minims, crotchets, quavers, and if you're feeling really adventurous, you can use semi-quavers. You've probably figured it out already, but there are 4 beats in a bar, meaning there's 4 crotchets. So you can use 4 crotchets, 8 quavers, 16 semi-quavers, or 32 demi-semi-quavers. The choice is yours. Remember, though, to keep the note changes to a minimum and focus in on doing something funky with the rhythm. I'm going to give you a little bit of extra time in this one because you might need to write some stuff down. But have fun, enjoy yourself, try out some different sequences. If they don't work, or you find them too difficult, then turn it down a little bit and maybe do something a bit more simple. If you want to just play lots of repeated notes, that's also fine. Get into the groove. The choice really is yours. Awesome. So, in this video, you've learned how to play off-the-beat syncopations. You've learned how to play notes shortly and punchy, which is basically staccato. You've also learned how to compose your own rhythmic sequences, and also to play some of my own rhythmic sequences with the track. It's your chance to try out anything that you felt like you wanted to cover in a bit more detail now in our free improvisation sesh. If you want to go back to some of the exercises we've done before, then go ahead. If you want to try something totally new from your other aspects of your playing, it could be nice long notes, it could be special effects, it could be trying out some notes that maybe don't work so well with the track. It's totally up to you. There is no right or wrong answer in the case of improvisation. Thanks so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and as I said before, if you want to put any comments in the description below, I would really love to hear your feedback. Thanks so much, and see you in the next one.